Hello everyone, I'm Inderpreet Shokar with ARC Advisory Group, and today we are in conversation with Spencer Cramer, founder and CEO of ei3. Welcome, Spencer.
Thank you, Preet. It's great to be here. Nice to see you.
So, Spencer, to start off our conversation, can you please share a little bit about yourself as well as your company?
Certainly. Thank you, Preet. So, I'm a career engineer. I came out of college and built drives and controls for machines. And then, about 22 years ago, I came up with the idea that bringing data from those drives and controls into a central place could give great economic value to the owners and the builders of those machines. So, I started a business called ei3 with the purpose of giving machine builders a way of having the ability to get data from their equipment and use that data for beneficial purposes.
That's very nice. I want to know from you that last year at the K Show, you guys launched Sustain. Can you please share a little bit about that?
Yes, I can. So we've been very engaged in the realm of commercial real estate, measuring the energy and tracking the cost and consumption of buildings. And in fact, we built a relationship with Hilton Hotels where we've helped them develop a sustainability tracking software that they use across their entire portfolio of around 7,000 properties. Hilton has become a category leader for sustainability, and we've seen over the years that sustainability, and especially ESG, has become a topic that's been very much a focus for the boardrooms of every major manufacturing company. They've tasked the C-suite with coming up with ways of tracking their sustainability and using that as a way of driving the enterprise to reduce their environmental impact as a part of an overall ESG program. So we took our experiences in commercial real estate of more than 10 years building sustainability software and have adapted it to the manufacturing market. And that's been an interesting thing because what we're seeing is that on the manufacturing floor, engineers are being challenged by their managers to come up with measurements of the sustainability of the products that they're making. And that's difficult because there's many dimensions to coming up with sustainability. It's not just the dimension of the energy consumption, but there's other factors as well, raw materials waste and the use of the buildings, things like that. So with our experiences that we've developed from Hilton, what we've been able to do is create an app that fits into our portfolio of applications and gives manufacturing companies and the machine builders that service them a way of tracking the sustainability of each and every product that they make.
That's great. We all have been hearing a lot about sustainability and trying to work for it, but weren't succeeding. It's great to see more and more products around that, and that's going to be of great use to owner operators in all different areas. But I want to know how does sustainability fit in with the EI3 portfolio?
It's interesting. That's a great question. So we have a portfolio of what we call no-code IoT apps. And if you think about it, it makes a lot of sense. So we white label our solution and go to the market typically in partnership with machine builders. And machine builders have been looking at IoT as a very important aspect of their delivery to the manufacturing world. And so many times machine builders think that they need to have an IoT solution that they offer to their customers. But if you have many machine builders all trying to build the same application, it really doesn't make sense. What we offer is a no-code, white-labeled IoT application to the machine builders so that they can put their brand identity, give it a product name, and bring it to the market as if it's their own product. And so we look at a cloud-native delivery of applications that, in a granular fashion, deliver on the value promise of popular IoT value proposition. So we have apps for things like asset management, predictive maintenance, apps for quality, apps for performance management. And so we have a suite of 7 apps, and now with Sustain we have an 8th app where that app delivers on the value promise of tracking the sustainability of manufacturing.
That's very interesting, Spencer. But I want to know that last few years, everybody, we have been struggling with the pandemic, and businesses had to change how they operate. How was EI3 doing through the pandemic?
Well, gosh, I mean, first of all, it's great to be here in person again, and it's seeing the wheels of the business travel economy are now starting to roll forward and get to see people face to face. The pandemic was a real tragedy, and it impacted many, many lives in a very profound and negative way. But the one thing the pandemic taught us was that remote work is very practical. And remote work, and we all know it because we've all had our Zoom meetings and things like that, but remote work on the factory floor has very unique challenges. We've been delivering for 22 years now, we've been delivering a security framework to allow for remote access to provide technical support to industrial machines. In fact, that's our core product. That's where ei3 started, was with this secure remote access solution. And so we saw over the years that it was difficult to get manufacturers to allow the control systems of their critical machinery to be connected to the internet for remote support. And we all can imagine what the concerns would be around cybersecurity as well as access control. But because of the pandemic, those barricades came down. It was a matter of necessity. Manufacturers had to have that technical support, and we had a solution that could provide it. So we actually saw a huge boost to our business starting with the pandemic because of this willingness to allow those doors to be open, doors that were once closed. Now, with that said, things have changed, and with the pandemic turning into our rearview mirror more and more, what we're seeing is that people are starting to pause and reevaluate their cybersecurity strategies. And when they do that, what they're realizing is that not all remote access solutions are the same. Some have better security than others. And what I'm happy to say is that our solution, because it is mature, it's been in use for more than 22 years, and it was developed with a real focus on both the zero trust principles as well as a software-defined perimeter. What we have is a solution that has been able to stand the test of time, and those manufacturers that started with us during the pandemic are now continuing with us.
Great, great. Now that pandemic is over, what's in store for ei3?
So when we look to the future, one of the things that I think is very exciting is generative AI. And I think everyone here at this conference in the side conversations has been talking about the impacts of new technologies like ChatGPT.
Yeah.
We see this is going to be a big driver for some of the apps that we deliver. We're looking at the enormous data sets that we've accumulated over the years, and what we're realizing is that we can put these large language models, technologies to work on our data sets and come up with even more unique insights that will drive economic value for the people who use ei3. So I've already challenged the company in our most recent town hall meeting for everybody to look deep inside and find ways that this new generative AI can impact their jobs and put that into our product development cycle.
Thank you, Spencer. I really enjoyed our conversation today.
You're very welcome. It's been a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
So we were in conversation with Spencer Cramer, founder and CEO of ei3. Thank you for watching.